Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part we are doing USA customers shopping trend analysis. We have created a very simple dashboard here with a different set of KPIs, different set of filters here. So all the filters that we have used here, there are 12 different filters, and we have created sales by category, top 5 colors by sales, like if clothing items are bought or anything is bought, what are the top 5 colors. You can see green is the color which is giving us more sales. Then sales by gender, which is on the basis of sales amount. Sales by state, where we can see a state like Montana is giving us more sales. Sales by size and category of the product, whether it's a outerwear, footwear, clothing or accessory, and they're ranked size wise, and sales by different item names. What we have done here is we have created two pages. In this first part, this is first part of the video where you will learn. For this right hand side filters, we have these 6 visuals, and for all the left hand side filters we will create 6 visuals here. So in the first part we will also learn how to add these page buttons. So when you will click on them, you will be navigated to different page. Obviously this will work when you will publish the reports. So in the first part, let's get started with creating first dashboard. So the data set that we are going to use in this project is this particular shopping trend analysis data set. And in the data set you can see we have information of customers, like customer ID is given, their age is given, what is their gender, what type of item have they purchased, category of item, purchase amount in USD, location from which they purchase this item, size of item, color, season. So various attributes of the product are there. In which season have they purchased, after purchasing and using the product, what review rating they give to the product, their subscription status, shipping type, there was some discount applied or not, was some promo code used or not, how many previous purchases have this particular customer done, their payment method, and frequency of purchases. So this type of data set is very much useful for customer segmentation, recommendation system, personalized marketing, and analyzing purchase behavior trends. So let's use this data set and build some dashboard. So once you have got the data set, I will provide you the link of that Kaggle file from where you can get the data set. So after getting the data set, you can download it and you can go to get data, go to text CSV file, and from here you can upload this USA customer shopping trend analysis CSV file, open it and wait for it to load in your Power BI. Then you can verify the column names. If they are properly aligned with their values, you can simply load it, and after loading it you can see that it is loading to data model, and around 3900 rows are now loaded. Now we will name this dashboard as USA customer shopping trend analysis. So we will create our heading here, and in our heading we will use font size as 28 and align it to center. We can also give it some margin from top. So we can go to padding and we can align it in center. We will use a particular color here. Later we will change these color settings to some other theme, so it will automatically adapt itself. Now we will go to effects, enable shadow visual border. This is something that we mostly do. Select some color for your border and give rounded corners by using 15 pixel or 12 pixel size. So this shows that we are doing USA customer shopping trend analysis. Now what we can do here, we can also insert some image. So we have some assets that can represent this type of sales. So from assets we will select this. This picture can be downloaded from Canva. So we will just use it here to represent what we are doing. Again, let's say we are doing this for a company or an organization, so we can use their logo here. Okay, we will format the painter, apply it here. So now our dashboard is set up and we can save it. So let's save it in the same folder as USA customers trend analysis, USA customers shopping, and we will save. Now for this particular project I have given the complete data set description, what is meaning of each data set here, and from where you can download the data set. When we are trying to build a dashboard, we can start with some KPIs, and the first KPI can be what is total number of customers that we have. Okay, so for that we can use a simple card here. In the card we can use height and width like this. So you can see this is more like a templated way of doing my reporting, that I create a row, then I use some image, a sidebar where I try to create filters or use filters, and the first row as a visual that I put is of KPIs. First I decide what KPIs I have to create, I write them down, and then it will be easier for me to do that. As a student or a professional, you can also first plan your dashboard in your mind, write it down, and then start building it. So here we have information of unique customer IDs here. So customer ID in itself is a unique value, and to be sure about that, what we can do, we can use count distinct. So it is coming as 3900. Call out value I will choose as this color. I will reduce the size to around 35, and we can call it number of customers. So you can either display the label information as a category label, or you can display that information as a title also. So I will just display it as a title and say number of customers. And for our title I will use this color. I will use a text color like this, and then I will go to general tab, effects, enable shadow, visual border. I will enable the same color border, corner 12 pixel, and that's it. So now I have this ready. Now as I said, after analyzing, we can go to view and we can select any theme. You will see that as per your theme selection, all the colors will be automatically changed, right? So that's why I am going with the default theme, and after finishing my work I will change the theme, or if you want to use from beginning you can use at 12. Now this will show me total number of customers, and then I will create its copy to display another KPI. The other KPI visual is total sales or purchases, sum of purchase counts if monetary value, like then total revenue. So for example here in the data set that we have, so we have information of, let's see, so here we can see we have purchase amount in USD. Okay, so based on the purchase amount we can find out total sales. So we already have previous purchases, but we will use purchase amount as our KPI. So here we will just drag the purchase amount here. So let's drag it, and this here we are not going to choose count distinct or anything, we are simply going to choose sum, and we can change this title to total sales or total purchase amount, or whatever you want to mention, which is 233,000. If total purchase amount is your key parameter, obviously we are using it as a KPI, so we can also show average order value. Okay, and for that we just have to do average of purchases, and we can go to title and say average order value. So this will show you what is the average order value, which is per customer, which is 59.76. When we will create some filters here of different categories, then you will be able to find out total sales and average order value and number of customers in each category. For example, we have a slicer over here. This slicer is basically the interactive filter that we can give to our users who are using the report. So in these slicers, we can bring these type of categorical fields like accessory, clothing, etc. We can go to slicer setting and select a simple drop down list here. So for example, in clothing, average order value is 60, which is more than overall average value. In footwear also, in outerwear you can see 57, in accessories 59, and hence when you will see the overall average order value is 59. So you can see the categories which have average order value greater than overall value less than, and so on. We can copy this particular visual, so we can go to home tab, we can use format painter, and we can apply it here. I don't know why it was not copying. Let's try one more time. Now it has applied the same style. Here also we can go in slicer header, we can select this color, we can make it bold, and we can try to use a bigger font. Okay, these are values, the slicer values that we have. For slicer values we will use a blue color, make them bold. So this way we will be able to select them. Now we have a dedicated Power BI course which is available on Udemy. In the course you will be able to find out introduction, visualizations and data connections, dashboards for beginners, and we have many tutorials for DAX, complete DAX with multiple choice questions, Power Query Editor. We have multiple chapters for it, publishing reports to Power BI service. So you can explore this course as well, where we have explained everything from scratch. Now let's come back to our main analysis. Now let's create some more filters. So as we have used category as a filter, we can also see on the basis of product color. So let's say for black color, blue color, and you will just understand how to perform this. After doing it for color, we can create another copy, and we can do it on the basis of gender of the customer. Okay, we can create another filter here, and we can do it on the basis of location of the customer. So this way, whatever categorical fields we have, you can use all of them as interactive filters and give users options to use them, okay, in order to visualize the reports and find out the performance overall trend analysis of customers. So like season is there, we can also do shipping type. So this particular data set has a lot of these type of filters. So I will just reduce their width, and I will just select them all and just shift them on one side so that I can put more filters over here. So I can simply shift it here, and then we can also shift these KPIs, and we can use other filters on right hand side. Okay, so this will give us more space. So I will just create a copy and put them here, just give them some margin from left, and then I will shift the KPIs this way. So this way we will create a simple dashboard like this, and this will show us the information. Now we can also create one more copy here, and here we can find out what is the average review or rating of these products. So for that we can go to review rating, and we can bring the average here. So you can see average rating for all products is 3.75. Now since we created more columns here, so we can also bring something like discount applied. as a filter. So we created more slices. Discount applied is yes or no. You will be able to see that segmentation. Then we also have frequency of purchases. So in frequency of purchases, we have information like how much of whether they purchase annually, bi-weekly, every 3 months, etc. So from here also you can see. So for example, let's say someone who purchases weekly. So you can see their average rating is more. Quarterly is also 2.86. Monthly, fortnightly is less. So this is something we can see from here. And similarly, we have item purchased. So what item have they purchased? We can use that as a filter. So there are many items. Let's say for skirts, sneakers, we have 3.80 rating, socks we have 3.7, and we will create other charts also to see performance for these different items also. But and maybe one dashboard will not be sufficient for all of this. So first we will create a dashboard with some summary, and then we can create another dashboard with more summary. And we have payment method, so we have that. We have not used payment method also as a filter. So if payment method is credit card, debit card, how many orders are there? Then we have season. So then we have on the basis of size. So we can bring size here. And finally we have subscription type. So we can bring subscription type as filter here. Subscription type can be yes or no. So those who have subscribed 3.77, those who have not subscribed 3.74. So this way we can create our filters and some KPIs here. Now we have this, so previous purchases, review rating, purchase amount. So let's say on an average, how many previous purchases do they have? So we will bring previous purchases. So total previous purchase value is 3720, and we can bring average here. So this is average of previous purchase. So average previous purchases, and we can increase its width a little bit, and if needed we can also create another chart here. Obviously we have to adjust them. So let's reduce width of some of them. The title of this will be average age of these customers. So we can write average age, and that's why the column that we are going to use will also be based on that. So here we will go and we will bring age, and we will bring average age, which is 43.11 for all customers that we have. So on an average we have 141 customers. Let's bring all the charts with longer title on one side and all the charts with shorter title on one side. So this way we have our KPIs ready, our filters ready, and now we can start building some visuals. So what I have done here is I have arranged all attributes or categories that I think are product attributes, like color, size, for which gender they are, category of the product, etc. on one side, and all product related things like discount applied, frequency of buying, shipping type, payment. So different payment and subscription related terms on left hand side. So the first dashboard that I am building is product attributes dashboard here, and in the products, so we can put it in footer also. This is products attribute dashboard. So in product attribute dashboard that we are building here, what we are saying that we will create a simple dashboard and see the performance of different type of product attributes or see how sales amount varies across different product attributes that we have here. So for example, first thing that we have is category, where we have four different unique values. So we can create a simple donut chart over here, and in the donut chart we will arrange something like this, because we have to create six of them, right? So we will keep an area, so 1 2 3, and we will create or utilize that much area so that we can fit six visuals here. Here in legend we will bring category, which is accessory, clothing, footwear, etc. And in values we can see purchase amount. Okay, so when you will see purchase amount, you can see most amount of products are purchased in clothing category. So here we can simply put the site title as sales by category or sales by product category, and here we can simply select this, and after selecting or select this, and we can apply the formatting. Obviously you are not seeing the data labels because size is very big, because we copied, so we'll just keep it as 9. So this is sales by category, and we can say first is clothing. Approximately 44 or 45% of entire sale is from clothing. Then accessories are also a big amount, and you can see here one more thing you can do, you can also see average. So like on the basis of average order value, you will be able to see which one has a better average order value, which is footwear. But on the basis of total value, we can select it. So whatever you want to show, you can select them here. Now we have color. In color, we can see we have a lot of attributes, right? A lot of different values. So we can find out which are the top 5 colors, which are most, which have most amount of sales. So we will create as for top 5 or something, we will create a clustered column chart, and instead of category I will select color. When we have to select top 5, we will go to filter, and here it is showing color is all. We will go to basic filtering, select top n 5 here, and then it asks by what numerical value. So we will say purchase amount, sum of purchase amount. So these are the 5 colors by purchase amount, and we can go to general and select top 5 colors by sales, or top 5 color by sales, whatever we want to show. And there is one more thing here, because these colors have obviously colors in them, right? So we can go to columns, and for example for green we can select a green color. For teal, first I have to find out what teal is. So teal color code is 0.008080. This is hexadecimal code. So for teal I will go to more colors and select it like this. Okay, you can keep doing. Like for yellow, we can select a yellow color from this. So let's select a little bit darker yellow. Okay, and for olive, so for olive also I am going to write this hexadecimal code. Okay, and finally what is the cyan. So for cyan we can select a cyan color, maybe like that, and you can correct me if anything is wrong. Now here also we have data labels, so we can enable data labels and see those values, which are the top 5 colors by sales amount. Next is gender. So for gender we can use a pie chart, and because we will have 2 or 3 gender values there. So in the data set we have either male or female. So from here we can first of all we can copy the styling, and in gender we will put in legend. In values we will bring the purchase amount. So you can see by this that more sales is given by male. If you will go and see count of sales, right? So on the basis of count of sales also, it is in the same ratio. Whatever you want to see, you can select here. And this is totals, this is sales by gender. Okay. And sales by gender, we can either show on an average what is the average order value. So if you will see, average order value is more in case of a female, but overall more sales is, or more amount is paid by male buyers. Now similarly we have a location here, like we have different state names. So for that we have a shape map. Now if you don't have this map, so what you can do, you can go to file, option setting, option, come on, now you will see preview features and enable the shape map visual, because this shape map visual offers more features than the regular map visual that we have. So first of all, I will copy the formatting. In shape map visual, first you have to put the location. So obviously location is the location, what else can be there? So when you will put the location, all the states that are here in the data will be filled. Then it is asking for color saturation, what are you going to use? So we will use the purchase amount which we are doing here. You can see on the basis of purchase amount. So what is it showing here? Where it is dark, you know, like for example in Montana 5784, where it is lighter in Kansas it is 3437. So where the value is more, the shade of this pink color is darker, and where it is light, it is lighter. We can go here, we can enable legend, which is not available at this moment, but if it was, you would have seen the different color saturation. In map setting, you can see what is map type. So we have USA states, projection, you know, Albus USA. You can select equirectangular, rectangular, but this is good because here the state Alaska is shown just below this. So we can show auto zoom or zoom control or zoom selection or manual zoom. That kind of zoom we can give there. In fill colors, we have gradient value. So it has automatically selected this gradient value. If you want to change, you can change it from here or you can keep it like that. Okay. Blank areas, you can show blank areas with this color. I don't think there are any blank areas, that's why we are not seeing this color. And border we are seeing like this. So this is sum of purchase amount by location, and we can actually rename it. This is a state, right? And so we have data from USA. So we will just go with a title, sales by state. Okay. And one more thing is there, like if you want to achieve the same kind of output but with a different map, I'm just showing you. So you can select this map here. Once this map is selected, it is a field map. So here in location you will select location. Okay. And in tooltip you will select sales. So this will, you know, display data like this, and here you will go to your fill colors, go to FX, and you can select gradient and apply OK. Then you will see the same output. Okay. Let me show you what that gradient means. So in gradient you select sum of purchase amount as your field, summarization by sum, and lowest value will be shown by light pink color and higher value with dark purple color. So this way you can show that. The same effect can be shown here, but here the map kind of looks different than this. So these are two things that you can do. We will keep this map. I was just giving you an example. Here also I will go to slices and probably change the color to match our theme in some way. For female, maybe I will use this color or a little bit darker. Okay. So just to match the theme. Next, we have size. So in size, we have large, medium, small, and XL, and we want to see which of them are sold more. And then we have these many items. So for size, what I'm going to do, I will just use a ribbon chart because I want to demonstrate the use of ribbon chart here. I will just copy the styling. On x-axis, we will bring size. Okay. On y-axis, we will bring sum of sales or purchase amount. So we'll bring the purchase amount, and it will automatically show it just like a bar graph, that for medium sized clothes or accessories or footwears, the most amount of sales are there. Then if in legend, if you will put something, then it will start showing you the rank of that particular category. For example, like we have category here. Okay. So if we bring the category to legend, so now you will see something that on the basis of accessory, clothing, footwear, and outerwear, how in different sizes the sales amount are. And looks like in the data set, uh, clothing is higher in all the sizes. Then second is accessories, which is second in all the sizes categories. And then third is footwear, and fourth is outerwear. So this way you can use the simple ribbon chart. So this is sum of purchase amount by size and category. So what I will just do here, I will try to just rename it from here. So this is sales, right? So this is sales by size and category. Additionally, we are showing category also, but you can show something else as well. And for this chart, for example, if I go with line and stacked column chart, then on line y axis, I can also select something like how many items have they bought, or the average review rating given on the basis of these different colors. So for example, we can bring any numerical value. So we can bring average review rating for these colors. So what I will just do, I will, for series average of review rating, we will not show the numbers. So this is what you can see here, that average of rating for yellow color is higher, for cyan color is 3.63, for green is 3.68, and so on. So for which color the average rating is higher and which color has more amount of sales can be seen in a single graph. So this is very important for us to look. And finally, we have items purchased. We have many items purchased, so we want to rank them on the basis of their sales amount. So we will use a tree map. We will copy format painter. When we have 10, 12 different categories to show, we can use a tree map. And in the tree map, first thing that we will show is item purchased. And in values, we will show purchase amount. So you will be able to see it. Blouse is the category with most amount of sales. Then shirts is also very much close to it. Then dress, pants, jewelry, sunglasses, belt, etc., etc. So by zooming it, one will be able to see and analyze it in a better way. Next thing is what we can. I just want to make the title small. So we will just say sales by item name. Okay. So this is our first chart, and in the first chart you can see we have created a product attribute dashboard. And what we can do, we can simply create or duplicate this, and we can rename it as this is so after making a copy of it, here we will show payment and subscription on the basis of payment and subscription. So for example, we have cat sales by category, instead of which we can, okay, all of them have, so maybe we can show by frequency. So I will just show one or two of them, then I will do it in a different case. Wow. So I have to select it here, and frequency of purchase. So on the basis of frequency of purchase, we have season. Let's choose season for it. Like this will be too much. We will use a bar graph or something else. So you can see, and then you have to change it like sales by season. Actually, season can come as in the first chart also, but let's create another one. Okay. So on the basis of how we have created part 1, you can try to create part 2 as well. And then what we can do, we can you know, go to insert tab, and from insert tab we can uh, create a button. So this button can be a blank button, clear button, or a navigator, or a page navigator. So we will use a page navigator button here. We have two different pages. Let's align them on one side, and so this will be the page navigation for us. We will go to its shape and give them rounded corners. Okay. And in a style we will find color. So font color is something we will choose as light color, but it will not be visible on dark. So let's select this font color, and then fill color is something that we can select like this. So we will select this color and font color as a light color. Okay, so we have product attribute dashboard. Let's increase the size so we can show these two pages. Obviously, when you will publish the report, then you will be able to see them in action. So this is how you can create navigation buttons in a simple way. So all of this will be discussed in the second part. So please subscribe to our channel to receive more notifications for these different type of visuals, graphs, analysis that we are doing. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.